ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಮೇನ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ?
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಬ್ರಾಡ್ವಿಷನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇದರ ಆ್ಯನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಡೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು 26ನೇ ಜನವರಿ ಗಣತಂತ್ರ ದಿವಸ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ, ಈ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಒಂದು ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಉತ್ಸವದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ 2020 ಆರಂಭ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಈ ಶಾಲೆ ಕೇವಲ 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 250ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿ ಭಾಳ ಒಂದು ಕಠಿಣ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿನ ಪಡೆದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷದ ವಿಷಯ. ಸೊ ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿನ ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಡೇಗೆ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅತೀಕ್ ಅವರು ಕರೆದಾಗ ನಾನು ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಒಪ್ಪಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಶ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ವಿಷನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದ್ದು 2020. ಅಚಾನಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅನ್ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ನಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಮ್ಮದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂದ ಹಿಂಜರಿಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು 2 ವರ್ಷ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನರ್ಸರಿಗೂ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಆಂಧ್ರದಿಂದ ಮಧ್ಯಪ್ರದೇಶದಿಂದ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟರು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾನು ಟೀಚರಾಗಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ನರ್ಸರಿ ಟು 10th ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. 32 years ಇವಾಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಿಸ್ಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 9 years ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿಂದು ಆ್ಯನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಡೇ ಇನ್ಸಿಗ್ನಿಯಾ, ಇನ್ಸಿಗ್ನಿಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿಂಬಲ್. So we are giving as a mark for the Broadvision School. We have started our journey with this. ಹೌದು, ಇವತ್ತಿಂದು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೌ ಆಸ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕಾ ನೀವು
ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ.
It's a very important message. Save nature, otherwise nature is going to be very bad. React to us. ತುಂಬ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಅಧಿಕಾರವೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೇಚರ್ನ ಹಾಳಾಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದು ಆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರನ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವರ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ?
ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್. ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಆವಾಗ ಅದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಲ್ವ, ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕೇರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಮುಖ್ಯನೋ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅವರು ಖಂಡಿತ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ನಮ್ಮ ದ ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್.
Broadvision World School. This is actually property around rolling mills. Broadvision World School for the social cause. And today being an annual day of this particular school, and also being a Republic Day, so it's a double joy for everyone who is here. And I wish everybody a Republic Day, and also wish the entire management of Broadvision World School for celebrating the annual day. And after undergoing 2 years of hardship due to pandemic, they have been able to successfully sail through the difficulties and come up with good numbers and make it as a successful school with the most modern facilities with international standards. Thank you.
Your name, sir?
My name is Atik Ahmed. I am the actual partner of this Deccan re-rolling mill, which has leased this property to Broadvision School.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
soaring competence, glow of vibrating students. It is larger than dreams. It is a craziness that is rife. It is the creation of life. It is the festival of life. Education is not much the feeding of facts into the mind, but it is awakening of curiosity in the soul of every child. The real aim of education does not confine to textbook learning, but includes many other areas which impart overall excellence in a child's life. Each activity performed by the little hands and inquisitive minds will make it definitely valuable in the life of the child and prosperity of nation. Broadvision World School is marching towards an extra mile with a smile in the momentous task of molding minds. This temple of real knowledge is a name with a mission to nurture each child to make a compassionate and a discerning individual through a holistic quality education. BVWS has always endeavored to impart values to children, which is a very important and indispensable parameter in their holistic development. Good evening, everyone. The galaxy of intellectuals, esteemed directors, invited guests, parents, principal ma'am, teachers, and our lovely students. How different is this evening? You will yourself discover as the colors of this cultural fest unfold. As we stand at the threshold of this gathering, it is time to unfold our horizon and rejoice in the simple pleasures that life has bestowed us. I kindly request our chief guest and dignitaries to take the honorable seat on the dais and our respected principal ma'am to escort them to the stage. To a spiritual chain reaction with your angelic voices. As fair as the breeze, as wondrous as the sea, enchanting to the heart, a warm welcome would be. We invite our greeters to spray the sweet aroma of happiness to the words of welcome. I call upon Mrs. Nafisa Anjum to welcome the gathering. As a master's hand alone can reach, it washes away the dust of everyday life from the soul. Prayer works wonders. Prayer should spring from the heart, thinking of a supreme power beyond all human inadequacies is a kind of auto-suggestion. Over to the students for the musical ecstasy.
There shall be showers of blessing. This is the promise of love. There shall be seasons refreshing, sent from the Savior above. Showers of blessing, showers of blessings we need. Mercy drops round us are falling, but for the showers we need. There shall be showers of blessing, precious reviving again. Over the hills and the valleys, sound of abundance of rain. Showers of blessing, showers of blessing we need. Mercy drops round us are falling, but for the showers we plead. Showers of blessing, showers of blessings we need. Mercy Mercy drops round us are falling, but for the showers we plead. But for the showers we plead. But for the showers we plead.
The friends we make at school are said to be nothing less than family. Good evening to one and all present here. It's an extremely proud moment for all of us as our school is celebrating its first annual day program. I take this wonderful opportunity to introduce our chief guest, Mr. L.K. Atiq sir, on behalf of the management and staff of Broadvision World School. We would like to convey our gratefulness to the chief guest who has graced this occasion by his presence. Mr. L.K. Atiq is a senior IAS officer of 1991 batch, presently serving in the Karnataka government as the Principal Secretary of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Department. Mr. Atiq and his team have initiated several projects in rural Karnataka to make drinking water, sanitation, and other basic amenities accessible to all people. Mr. Atiq has previously served in the Prime Minister's office for 5 years, first as director and then as joint secretary to former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. Thereafter, he was appointed as a senior advisor to the executive director of World Bank for a period of 3 years in Washington, D.C., USA. Upon his return from the US, he was appointed Principal Secretary to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. His work experience in the past includes his stints as CEO of Zilla Panchayat, District Magistrate in 2 districts, Director of Rural Drinking Water and Sanitation Project. He has also worked as State Project Director, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, aimed at the universalization of elementary education. An upright officer known for his integrity, work ethics, and people-friendly approach to bureaucracy. Mr. Atiq hails from a humble agricultural family from Pavagada to Makuru and is married into a Mangalurian family. He began his administrative career as Assistant Commissioner of Bengaluru. I request our Treasurer, Mr. Mohammad Zishan, to welcome our chief guest. We welcome you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend our hearty welcome to Mr. Atiq Ahmed and Mrs. Tahseen Ara, who are the pillars of support and strength of this institution. We welcome you, sir and ma'am. I request our principal ma'am to welcome them. Thank you, ma'am. We have another distinguished personality in our midst, Mr. Muhammad Rafiq sir, who is the principal of Sambram PU College and advisory council member of our school. A man of distinct vision and inspiration to all of us. We are very fortunate to have you with us this evening. We extend a warm welcome to you, sir. I request our secretary, Ms. Arshin Zaima, to welcome him. Thank you, ma'am. I extend a warm welcome to To our Secretary, Ms. Ashin Zaima, Treasurer, Mr. Mohammad Zishan, our well-wishers, distinguished invitees, and all other dignitaries present here. I take this honor and immense pleasure to welcome our beloved Principal Ma'am, one such leader who have been our source of inspiration and the captain of our ship for all these years. Words cannot describe her immense contribution to our school. We welcome you, ma'am. I would also like to welcome our parents who have made efforts to bless us with their presence. We do cherish your partnership and collaboration in all endeavors of our school life. Welcome, dear parents. Students are the most important part of not only our school, but the nation as well. A warm welcome, dear students. Once again, I welcome each one of you on this special day. With this, let's begin the festivities and unfold the colorful performances and events awaiting. Thank you.
I kindly request the chief guest and dignitaries to take their seats in front of the dais. The change of season, the blessed morning and evening, the light of the rivers, the thunderstorms, the floods, the glaciers, the mountains, etc. In reality, the variety and blessings of nature can never be counted by humanity. Here are the charming sizzlers of grade 1 to enhance the beauty of nature by their welcome dance. I request audience to welcome them with a huge round of applause.
आगे Okay, thank you.
Smile on her face with
performance. From the fields of sense and minds of thought, threads of life are twisted and wrought. We are weaving character, we are weaving fate, we are weaving human history, little and great. It's my delight to request our Honorable Principal Ma'am to give us a glimpse of the life and achievements of Broadvision World School during the year 2022 to 23.
I would like to thank you all for responding to our invitation and gracing this occasion. I have great pleasure in presenting you the annual report of the year 2022-23. This year has been a very eventful one for us and has been extremely successful in most of our endeavors. Apart from preparing the children to qualify for purely academic demands, special efforts are being made continuously to enable them to face the challenges of the competitive world. It's a matter of great importance to us that the students who pass out from our portals carry forward the values they have inherited, excel in whatever they do, and be role models in the society. Let me give you a brief history of BVWS. Broadvision World School has crossed another milestone by stepping into the third year of its glorious academic journey to give a quality education through our academic and beyond academic programs. Although our school was started in the year 2020 during the pandemic, the most difficult phase across the globe, BVWS has sailed successfully, braving the storms on the way. It's a matter of pride and privilege to announce that we have secured affiliation by the CBSE board in the second year of inception itself. This was possible with the dedicated and untiring efforts of all the staff members who stood through thick and thin. We focus on providing equal opportunity to every child to bring out and hone their creative and social skills alongside imparting academic excellence. We believe that learning happens at every age and it's a lifelong process. Therefore, we believe in providing a strong foundation for every child through and beyond academic programs with a well-rounded curriculum. We follow a constructive approach where learners and teachers will experience common activities, use and build on their prior knowledge, and continually assess their understanding of concept. We have adopted curriculum which supports different kinds of learning, including experiential, traditional, and inquiry-based. The student-centric teachers always assist to exhibit students the path to broadening their skills. The most valuable resource that any school can have is its staff. The school collectively has an enthusiastic and dedicated team of teachers. In addition, we have non-teaching staff and support staff. Their coordination with each other is what enables the school to function smoothly and grow with new perspectives. Each academic year, trainings, seminars, orientation programs are conducted for teachers to improve students and effectively implement innovative ideas in teaching, as well as to take the students beyond their current level of learning. Periodical assessment and evaluation are conducted for the students, and their progress are informed to all the parents frequently. Subject enrichment activities are conducted by the teacher to evaluate as internal assessment. A host of co-curricular activities have been organized during the year. Broadvision World School not only focus upon the intellectual development of a future generation, but also takes care of their emotional and behavioral development in their early ages by inculcating more values, moral values, responsibilities, and social awareness by conducting various extra co-curricular activities and school celebration. CCI activities are conducted in regular classes as per the age group. Nature holds the key for the aesthetic intellectual, cognitive, and spiritual satisfaction. World Environment Day was celebrated by creating awareness among students about saving environment. Few trees were planted in the school premises, led by principal, staff, and students. One Mahotsav is celebrated to raise awareness among the people about the importance of trees, their plantation and conservation. The students showed great eagerness while planting the saplings of various plants. The best teachers teach from the heart and not from the book. On our Teachers' Day, the students recollected the contribution of the teachers in shaping up their lives and thus creating better citizens for tomorrow. Students from all classes actively conducted various games, fun activities, and different programs like dance and music for teachers. Children are the most valuable flowers of our school garden. We celebrated Children's Day on 14th November in the school. The teachers entertained the students with variety of programs including fun games, dance, skit, etc. Independence Day was celebrated by hoisting the flag represented by the president, principal, teachers, students, and guests. Various patriotic programs like dance, skit, and fancy dress on freedom fighters theme were conducted with due reverence for our motherland. Learning by doing is the best way of learning. Field trips are a part and parcel of impacting periodical lessons. We conducted field trips for the students from grade 3 onwards for a bank visit, where they were able to acquire knowledge about banking, ATM, lockers, check, accounts, and different kinds of cards. School assemblies provide ample opportunities for all our students to come forth with self-courage, express their abilities of public speaking, thought sharing, reading, news headlines, students talk, etc. The school has always been keen in taking initiative to get the best in sports arena. Students are motivated and guided to be physically fit and mentally alert as a sound mind resides in a healthy body only. They exercise regularly and play different games. To promote the competitive spirit and to bring out the talent of the students, they are encouraged to participate in various extracurricular activities. Keeping in view the all-round development of students, various activities and competitions were conducted. For KG section, different color days, fruit day, rhymes, storytelling, pick and speak were conducted. For primary section, memory test, handwriting, collage making, poster making, spell bee, math puzzle, debate, etc. were conducted. Hindi Divas was celebrated on September 14th to commemorate the adoption of Hindi as official language in India. Students showed an eagerness in participating in Hindi drama and learnt importance of Hindi in our country. Kannada Rajyotsava was celebrated with grand enthusiasm at BVWS by the students. Students showcased their talent and exhibited their love for the beloved state. Students were able to spread the fragrance of Kannada language with their spectacular dance performance, skit, and song which left the audience spellbound. The event generated a sense of pride in the minds of students for being a part of culture that is so rich and vibrant. Christmas is for joy, for giving and sharing, for laughter, for coming together with family and friends. The kindergarten students celebrated Christmas by singing carols and dance performance. The boundless joy of celebrating festival was amply visible on the faces of the children, especially when Santa moved around distributing sweets to them. Broadvisioners have a heart to help the less privileged children by sponsoring for their education and bright future. BVWS was the sponsoring partner with Light Up a Life, a charity event organized for the underprivileged to break the cycle of poverty. Our heartfelt thanks to the school management committee because all the good work of the school has been possible with their able guidance, cooperation and encouragement. We believe that every year brings chances, We are confident that we will overcome all the odds by strong will and ethics and pave the way for the betterment of the education fraternity and the society in general. I would like to conclude by extending our sincere thanks to all the parents and each one of you, our well-wishers, who have lent a supportive hand down through the years in all our endeavors to produce a confident, educated and capable batch of students each year, thus shaping the future of your children who are the destiny of this country. I hope you'll enjoy the cultural program presented by our students and your evening with us will be a pleasurable one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for highlighting and showing us the glimpse of the year. As great as the truth he speaks, as great as the help he gives, as great as the destiny he seeks, as great as the life he lives. It is the province of knowledge to speak, but the privilege of wisdom to listen. May I request the chief guest, Mr. L.K. Atiq sir, to share his thoughts with us.
All. Janab Atiq Ahmed Sahab, Principal of the Broadvision World School, Mrs. D. Nandini, dignitaries of the from the management of the school, the treasurer and secretary and other dignitaries, parents, students and ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a matter of pleasure for me that I got an opportunity to be with you this evening. Let me at the outset wish all of you a happy Republic Day. It's quite it's fitting that the annual program of the school is organized on the Republic Day. I'm sure you're looking forward to a cultural program, so I will not take too much of your time. I would like to I was just wondering as to what to say to a school children who are up to 6th standard and parents. So I thought I'll just share a few thoughts about me, about my journey, and also a few ideas about what I think about education, about students. So my name is Atiq. I come from a small town called Pavagada in Tumkur district. My father was a primary school teacher. So teaching and education has been very close to us. My sister was a teacher. We come from a family of teachers. And I studied in a government school in Urdu medium up to 7th standard. And from 8th standard onwards, I switched over to English medium in a village. It was a rural high school. Medium of instruction was English, but the students used to talk to, the teachers used to talk to us in Kannada. So when I studied in a village school in a place called Pavagada and then in Akkirampura in Koratagere Taluk of Tumkur district, it's about 100 kilometers from here. I had at that point of time no idea as to where my journey would take me to, what I would become. When I went to college, my father was, after his retirement from teaching, he was very fond of agriculture, he was very fond of farming. So he decided to buy some land from out of his retirement benefits and he started cultivating. And he also used to make us work. So we used to, whenever we used to go to school and come back from school and go to the farm and work in the fields, graze cows, we used to have buffaloes, cows, sheep. We used to till the land, we used to harvest groundnut, we used to grow ragi, groundnut and paddy. So my father, being very fond of agriculture, he said, you should study agriculture. So I joined Agriculture University in Dharwad. There I heard of IAS. Before that, I did not know what IAS is all about. In fact, when I went to college, I was not able to speak in English also. Although I studied in English medium, speaking in English was not, it was not easy for us. So there in the college, I found that my classmates, many of them came from English medium schools, convent educated. They came from Kendriya Vidyalayas, etc. And I came from a Urdu school in a rural this one. And for first 1 year, I found it very difficult. It was difficult to interact with others because they could speak English. I could not speak English. My father was a good English teacher, so he taught me good grammar. I could read, I could write very good essays, etc. But speaking was a difficult thing. So 1 year I spent like that, and then I started understanding that with a little bit of effort, it is not difficult. Speaking in English is not difficult. Slowly I started learning to speak English. And one of the things I did was that whenever there was a debate competition, I used to start participating in it. My first debate competition ended very badly. I became very nervous, couldn't speak. Then I didn't give up. Next time, again there was a debate, again I put my name. And next time, I thought I was better. And the third time, I won an intercollegiate competition. So, the point of saying this is that most important thing for a student is confidence and belief in self. Students should be happy, should be content, and they should be instilled a sense of confidence, belief in itself, and then I think they will overcome difficulties. There are failures always. It is the world is not hunky-dory. There will be successes, there will be failures, there will be ups and downs. But the crucial thing is to learn from your failure and again go back, again attempt. So I saw that some of our seniors were preparing for the IAS examination. I didn't know what IAS examination is all about. I found out. So I also started preparing. Then I came to Bangalore. I studied in Dharwad, came to Bangalore for my masters, and I completed my masters with a gold medal. Then there was a job opening in IIM Ahmedabad, Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad. So I applied. They called me for an interview. I went and I succeeded in interview also. I told my father that I want to go to Ahmedabad. First of all, my father said that after degree, that is enough. इससे ज़्यादा पढ़ा नहीं सकता मैं आपको, मेरे पास अभी पैसा नहीं है, because he had retired as a teacher, he did not have enough money. So I told him that I have got a scholarship for my masters, for my MSc. There is something called ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. So I wrote an examination, I got a scholarship, and those days, this was in 1986-88 in GKVK in Bangalore. I used to get 800 rupees per month of scholarship. It was a good money. So I told my father that now I got a scholarship, I want to study. He said, अगर पैसा है तो आप करो, there is no problem. But I cannot, because my limit is done. So I studied MSc, then I went to IIM Ahmedabad. I wrote examination once more, and I got into the IAS. So this has been my journey, and within IAS I have worked in Bangalore, worked in the field. I went to Delhi, I worked in the Prime Minister's office with Dr. Manmohan Singh for 5 years. Then I went to the World Bank in Washington DC, worked there for 3 years. Before that I went to US for 2 years, for 1 year for doing MSc in New York State. So it doesn't matter actually where you begin. What matters is that we need to be confident, and we need to be aware of ourselves, and we need to put the best foot forward. Put the best foot forward and leave the rest to the fate, to God, to Almighty. But you don't compromise on your effort, on that's the message I would like to give to students, I would like to give to parents, that let us not limit ourselves. Let us not think that ye hamare liye nahi hai, this is not for us. How can we dream that? No dream is, big. One has to dream, and we have seen, it's not only my story, and it is also not true that everybody will have my story. There are different people. Some of my classmates are still mechanics, bus conductors. There are different people. So I am still in touch with my classmates, and different people have different journeys. But the crucial thing is that I have found that a lot of people limit themselves. They are for some reason afraid to dream big. For that, actually, there is the students, more than the students, I think the parents have to play an important role. Parents have to play a constructive role. And parents have to, both parents and student and teachers should understand the child and then look at the positive aspects of the child. What is the child good at? Everybody is good at something. And it would be a mistake to expect the same thing from everybody. Different students are made different. There are some students who don't like mathematics or who are not good at mathematics. Doesn't mean that they are bad students. I have come across friends who are in the IAS who have told me that they have hated mathematics all their lives. But they are into IAS. They struggled, they studied hard, they studied, for example, they took history, MA history kare, MA history major, they took history as an optional and they got into the IAS. So not everybody will be good in mathematics, for example, or good in science. We need to identify where my child, my boy, my girl is good at. Nurture those qualities. That's the thing. And then do not unnecessarily criticize your students, your children. This is something that as a parent, I have 2 children. My son has studied mathematics from University of Maryland in US. He's working as a software engineer. My daughter is studying in the UK, University of London for masters. So we have gone through these experiences. It's not that we have been perfect parents. We have criticized our children. We have scolded them. We have shouted them. But after 20, 30 years of experience, what I have learned, what we have, both my wife and I, what we have learned, my wife is a software engineer. What my wife and I have learned is that we often regret that we have been, angry with our children. We have shouted at them. And often I realize that I have been more wrong than my children, because children are children, they're small, they have, their thoughts may be immature, etc. By being very harsh, by being unnecessarily critical, or by expecting them to be something other than what they are, we make mistakes, and we somewhere curb their enthusiasm, or we limit their growth and their stature. And then sometimes we give them poor self-image or poor confidence. And we have seen many people who are good, who have the talent, etc. But somewhere due to lack of confidence, they are not able to be bold, speak for themselves. So therefore I would, I am not an educationist, I would not like to advise teachers, etc. But what I would want, let me just share with you, that if you are a teacher, my request to you is let the children speak. I have come across classrooms where, hey, matarbada, galate madbada, sumne iru, yes matartiya. I would want children to speak their mind. I have traveled around the world. I have studied in the US. I have lived in the US for 3 years. In the bus stand, when you are waiting for a bus, you will see a small child, and the small child will not hesitate to address you. Hey, mister, what's the time? But here, back in India, I find that children are hesitant to speak to elders. थोड़ा डरते हैं. Somewhere, and that डर, that fear, we have given to them. They don't have it inherently. Because children can, so I give one more example. I had gone to the US for 1 year study. After studying, when I came back in 2005, my daughter, I had to admit her to a school. I will not name the school. And she was in first standard at that time. And she had studied 1 year in the US. And in the US, the experience was, she was very small, she was in kindergarten in the US, and I or my wife used to take turns to go and drop her to the school. So when she went to the school, as soon as she saw the teacher, she would hug the teacher. And the teacher would hug and would get her into the classroom. Not only my daughter, but all children, they used to warmly welcome, either shake hand or hug, etc. So this girl was used to talking in the classroom, asking questions to the teacher. That was the culture in which she studied for 1 year. She came back and I admitted her to school. And after 3 days, one day she came crying. I said, why? My Hindi teacher beat me. She hit me. Why did she hit you? मैं बात कर रही थी class में. I asked her something. I spoke, etc. Est matartiya. What is better? So that's where somewhere we find that we limit the potential of our children by keep on scolding them. ಅದು ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಡ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಡ, ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ತೀಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ. But children don't understand these things. Once you start inhibiting them, then they start understanding that, oh, we should not speak, I should not. So there you are limiting the initiative of the children. This is what I have learned. We have also done those mistakes. It is not as if that we have not done those mistakes. So therefore I would say that education is something that children learn from various ways, not just from classroom, not just from the teacher, and not just from the book. Albert Einstein said, education is what is left after you have forgotten what is taught in school. Education is what is left after you have forgotten what is taught in school. So a lot of things that you teach the children in the school, we forget. I am a student, I might have forgotten most of the things that have been taught in the school. The formulae, the science details, the chemical names, chemical formula of methane, benzene, etc. You may or may not remember, you forget. But what you remember is how to understand the world around you. What are the concepts? How to behave, how to conduct yourself. This is what education gives us. An analytical mind, a critical mind, a mind that asks questions, a mind that doesn't accept what is told to you without questioning. This is what a principal, I was very happy to note in her address that she said we are focusing on inquiry-based learning. Critical thinking is something that is missing in today's world. We are just making children learn by heart. That's how the education system has developed. But within the limits of your syllabus, curriculum, etc., pedagogy, we should ask children to learn by asking questions, inquiry-based. And also make children speak more. Let them give seminars. Let them come and let them spend some time on this side of the classroom, near the blackboard, and not just sitting there, because children are not empty vessels. Khalil Gibran has said that your children are not empty vessels for you to fill your knowledge with them. They are not just a cup. खाली cup नहीं है जिसमें आप अपना ज्ञान, अपना knowledge भरें. Children are thinking individuals themselves. The role of education is to enable them question, enable them and empower them to question things and learn through that. So I think I have spoken a lot. On this Republic Day, I would like to wish again all of you, and I would like to remind that on this day, India adopted its constitution on 26 January 1950. That's why it's called Republic Day. And this constitution is a document which is guiding our nation. And thanks to that constitution, today we have equal rights. We have this, the people have rights regardless of their gender, their race, their religion, their locality, where they come from. They are all equal. And this kind of a very progressive constitution was given to us on this day. That's why we celebrate Republic Day. From 1950 till now, we have achieved a lot. We should be thankful to what we have achieved, but we should also remember that there's a lot to be done still. India is still very poor. We still have problems of education. A lot of our children do not go beyond 10th standard. Many children, particularly girls, drop out of our schools. So there are challenges, and at the same time there are opportunities. This is a good occasion, 26th January, to remember that we have gained this freedom after hard struggle of our predecessors, of our leaders, and today we should all rededicate ourselves to rebuild our nation. Make our nation a better place, make our society a more tolerant, more society full of love and compassion and brotherhood for one another. With these words, I would like to conclude my remarks to you, and I thank the management, Atiq Sahab, and the other dignitaries of the management, the principal, and all of you for having me and for patiently listening to my thoughts, and thank you very much. I wish this school all the best, and I'm very glad to note that in a small place, within 2 years, this school has come up. They have CBSE affiliation, and it has, mashallah, good strength. So I wish this school bright success and bright future. Thank you very much.
Precious words that it does not matter where we begin, it is what we achieve. And sharing profound knowledge, we are fortunate to have you with us today.
Garden is a beautiful place to play around. Look at all these plants and colorful flowers.
There are so many bugs and insects around. Have a look at one. It's red with black spots. I wonder what it is called.
Don't touch it. My mom says not to touch anything in the garden.
Don't worry. My mom says you can touch it if you know about it, and I know what it is.
I think it's a ladybug. I have read about these in a book.
My dad also calls my mom a ladybug.
Why? Is she so beautiful?
No, because she is a lady and she bugs me.
Sir.
Hey, you know, plants and trees are our friends.
What? How can they be our friends? They can't talk to us or play with us.
Yes, plants are very useful to us and they give us many things like air to breathe, healthy vegetables and yummy fruits. God's creations are so wonderful. It's time to thank Him. Let me introduce you to a friend who is very close to Mother Earth. Meet the farmer. I grow my crops on land and the land provides all nutrients for the plant to grow and produce food. Do you know who my best friend is?
Is it the rain?
Yes, I cannot grow my crops well without rain. Can the animals survive without water?
All life on earth, including man, vegetation, animals, will be lost without water. Water is the key to life. The rain provides fresh water to the earth. We should not throw plastic bags in the water bodies and not waste water by leaving the taps open. We should conserve our water resources without polluting them. Yes, sure we will save water. It's getting cloudy. Let's go home. No, wait. My teacher taught me that peacock will dance when it rains. Let's wait and watch.
ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದು ಲೈಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
dancers have held captive everyone. The poetry of footsteps, a blend of cosmic tunes, a divine music, really proved as icing on.
Hi friends, it's a pleasant day, isn't it?
The whole world looks beautiful due to colors of light, like sun, cloud, rainbow, etc. Everything has different colors which define them.
Yes, sun is defined bright by its dark orange color.
Now, meet Mr. Sun, who provides us a valuable resource, light. In the darkness, we cannot see color. All the colors in this world is visible only due to the light.
Hello, Mr. Sun, how do you do today?
I'm good, and I feel marvelous watching the sunflowers tracking me. The beautiful sunflowers beaming towards the sun.
Audience, they deserve a huge round of applause.
Butterflies flying around. They add so much more color to this garden.
I'm a butterfly. See how beautiful my wings are. Full of color, and I fly around searching for nectar.
Oh, yes, that is why butterflies are always around the flowers.
Yes, therefore we are so colorful and attractive.
It's God's way of making each living thing unique.
let me introduce you to the seasons.
Hello friends, I'm Autumn. When I come, the leaves on the tree turn red, yellow and orange. Most of them fall. Hello friends, I'm cold and snowy. In some places, when I come in, most of the trees must have lost their leaves. I bring with me lots of colors, warmth and happiness. Colorful flowers will bloom and the leaves will reappear on the trees. In some places, I am accompanied with rain. You can also see the beautiful 7-colored rainbow in the sky.
Wow, see the 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. But my mother does not allow me to eat my favorite ice cream during this season.
Hello friends, I'm Summer. I keep you warm and cozy. You love to eat ice creams, watermelons, and the delicious king of fruits, mango, during summer.
What is nature?
Nature is everything around us that was not made by man. Nature is one of the most beautiful creations of God. Trees gives us oxygen, purifies air, cools the temperature, and are major source of food and medicine.
Then why do we cut trees when they are so important?
Man has been cutting trees for various reasons, making houses, furniture, apartments for the sake of wealth. People do not realize that one day all the natural resources shall be drained and the elements of the nature shall be polluted.
Raj News Channel, 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. It is available on all the cable channel. It is also available in all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all OTT channels. Thank you.
अब हम इंसान इस धरती पर आराम से रह सकते हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास बिल्डिंग्स है, फैक्ट्रीज है, मॉल्स है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर्स है। हा 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 हा। मैं ये सब ट्री कट करके यहाँ पर हाईवे बनाऊंगा।
I give you fruits. I am a tree, I give you medicine. I am a tree, I give you oxygen. I am a tree, I give you environment.
Performance. How captivating, how solacing, the tone of music still tickling my eardrums. Keep it up, students.
Nature is splendid. We children should enjoy and appreciate the laws of nature.
But alas, the one who tries to tamper with the laws of nature and the consequences is not at all pleasant.
Mother Nature shall react in the forms of earthquake, floods, tornadoes, and fire.
The forest fire destroys the forest wealth, its flora and fauna.
Child is the future man, and children can build a better tomorrow. Let us all together take measures to save our earth and nature. Oh, big tree, our parents are also here. Can we take a promise from them to save our environment for us?
Yes, definitely, because children are the future of the world and our parents are our present, and the best present they can give to our future is by protecting the nature. We would like to conclude by saying that we have to save our environment and natural resources. If not, we have to face the wrath of the nature earth. Let us all promise that we will protect our forest and plant more trees. Save earth, save life.
Thank you, students, for awakening us with the importance of nature and how to save it. Makes one aspire for excellence in life that creates the harvest so abundant. Example moves the world more than doctrine. We take immense pleasure to recognize the valued presence of a school treasurer, Mr. Mohammad Zishan, who is an ideal thinker, fair-minded in evaluation, honest in facing personal biases, prudent in making judgments, diligent in seeking relevant information, persistent in seeking results. We now humbly request Sir to facilitate the gathering.
To succeed, the urge to reach full potential is the key that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Good evening, everyone present here. It is a moment of pride for all of us to continue with the legacy to celebrate this wonderful day with everyone present here. I would like to start with a quote from our former President and the gem of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Confidence and hard work are the best medicine to kill the disease called failure. It will make you a successful person. So we all are here trying our best to be successful and do something for the nation. Let us keep the spirit to follow the confidence and hard work throughout our life. Today is the day to celebrate the young and creative, talented students. It gives each student the chance to come forward and demonstrate their specific skills and interests. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the managing partners of Tech and Re-Rolling, Mr. Atiq Ahmed and Mrs. Tahseen Ara, because of the support and standing by us in setting up the school. This year was a triumph for all of us as we have been successful. Successful because the untiring efforts of our principal ma'am and team. I would like to express my gratitude to Principal Ma'am for always being the backbone of the school. A joy that is shared is made double. I am incredibly proud to keep you all informed that we have started Broadvision World School Campus 2 in Tani Sandra. Admissions are open for the academic year 23-24. We can tread the path of progress with zest and determination with our goal and aim, gain more knowledge and reach greater heights. We have added another year of success and glory to the pages of history of Broadvision World School. A heartfelt thanks to all our teachers and staff for supporting us effortlessly. Thank you all. Hope you had a good and enjoyable evening.
We feel empowered and encouraged by your inspiring message. We shall strive our best to make it our own and live it. Thankfulness may consist merely of words. Gratitude is shown in acts. Now, I call upon Mrs. Nancy to deliver a word of thanks.
Human emotions. On behalf of the entire team of Broadvision World School, I would like to take this privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this memorable occasion of our school annual day. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. L.K. Atik Sir, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion. We are grateful to Mr. Atik Ahmed Sir and Mrs. Tahseen Ara Ma'am for gracing this occasion with their presence. I also express my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Muhammad Rafiq Sir for joining us and making this event a memorable one. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our Secretary, Ms. Ashin Zaima, and Treasurer, Mr. Muhammad Zishan, special dignitaries, distinguished invitees, and all the well-wishers for your presence on this special occasion. I would like to express a deep and special thanks to our dear Principal Ma'am for the unwavering support and guidance. Our Principal Ma'am has always been a source of inspiration and encouragement for all of us. A special thanks to all the parents present here for cheering our children to perform. I would like to thank all the teachers who have prepared our students to showcase their talents and make this day a memorable one. I thank all the non-teaching and sub-staff who have worked tirelessly for making all the arrangements and to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Finally, I would like to thank all the participants and our dear students who have put in so much effort and enthusiasm for making this annual day a grand success. Your talent has truly impressed us all. Last but not the least, I would like to thank Mr. Vasu from Vasu Sound and Light for this beautiful arrangements and sound system, and Mr. Amrut from Epic Creative for an excellent photography and video. Thank you once again to everyone who has contributed for making this annual day function a memorable one. We look forward to see you all again next year. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We end this event with a glorious celebration. I kindly request everyone to stand on your feet for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत